Good afternoon. This is Lynn from the Arizona Buddhist Temple. I want to thank you for watching me on this YouTube channel. Let's begin with a reading from Master Zuming, who was a Pure Land Buddhist master. Not discriminating at all between the poor and the rich and the well-born, not discriminating between the inferior and the highly gifted, not choosing the learned and those upholding pure precepts, nor reflecting those who break precepts and those whose evil karma is profound, slowly making beings turn about and abundantly saying the Nembutsu, I can turn bits of rubble into gold. Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Again, I want to thank you for watching me. I know all of you are at home right now, and I hope you are all doing well. And because of the coronavirus, the Arizona Buddhist Temple has been closed. But moving forward, I'm glad that we're able to use this platform of YouTube to give out our Dharma messages. So coming April 8th is going to be the birthday of the historical Shakyamuni Buddha. And with the coronavirus, I know that when you're at home, you're trying to keep things clean and sanitary, wiping down tables and floors, making sure there's no dust or particles that can make you sick. And so when I thought about this, I'd like to tell you this story that was told by the Buddha some 2,500 years ago. So when the Shakyamuni Buddha, he lived in a monastery, and there are two monks who were brothers. One was named Mahapantaka, and he was a very bright and very smart monk. He was able to learn the teachings very quickly, and he was able to teach them very well to the other monks. And so the monks in the monastery thought very highly of him. But then there was the brother Kulapantaka. And Kulapantaka was just the opposite. He was very slow to learn things. He didn't really catch on to what was being taught to him. And so the other monks would make fun of him, telling him that he was too slow or too dumb. And so the monks would tease him. So Kulapantaka thought he was a total failure. So one day, the Shakyamuni Buddha was walking around the monastery, and he found Kulapantaka crying on the grounds. And so the Buddha went up to Kulapantaka and asked him what was wrong. And then Kulapantaka said that his brother got very angry with him for not learning the Buddhist teachings. And so the brother told Kulapantaka to leave the monastery. So this made Kulapantaka very upset. And so the Buddha tried to console Kulapantaka. And then the Buddha came with an idea. So he told the monk, come back tomorrow morning, and with a broom, please sweep the grounds of the monastery to take away any of the dust and leaves. But while you're sweeping, please repeat this phrase over and over again. So just say to yourself, sweep away the dirt and sweep away the dust. Or take away the dirt and sweep away the dust. And so the next morning, Kulapantaka, he got up early in the morning, and he got a broom, and he went around the monastery sweeping and cleaning the grounds. And as he was doing this, he was saying to himself, take away the dirt and sweep away the dust. Take away the dirt and sweep away the dust. Sometimes he got confused and he would say, take out the garbage and sweep the porch. But then he would remember what the Buddha tried to teach him to say. And so he will go back to saying, take away the dirt and sweep away the dust. So one day, after several days, Kulapantaka was cleaning and sweeping, and then he came to this realization. So the constant repetition of sweeping and cleaning, it got to the deepest level of his brain. And he realized that the dust and the dirt represented human frailty. So when I say human frailty, this is what we call defilements in Buddhism. So things like ignorance, desires, anger, and jealousy, those are the things we need to sweep away from our mind. And when we do this, we are able to gain a better understanding of ourselves and gain wisdom, or what's in Sanskrit, prajna. And so, Kulapantaka, in realizing this, he began to understand the Buddhist teachings better. He was better able to convey the Buddhist message to other monks. And so eventually, Kulapantaka became a very well-respected monk at the monastery. And so when I think about myself, I think that I am also like Kulapantaka, in that I don't understand the teachings very well, and that it takes me many times to read and reread those teachings for me to understand them. But fortunately for me, I have people like Professor David Matsumoto, who helps me with my studies, and some other ministers in BCA, and also with the help of Michael Tang Sensei and Von Manen Sensei, I am able to come to a better understanding of the Buddhist teachings. So I'm always very grateful for everyone's help. So, like this story of Kulapantaka, Amida Buddha, he has compassion for all people. So he doesn't judge whether a person is smart or stupid, whether they are poor or rich. All people have the ability to understand Amida Buddha's vow or promise that all people who say his name, they are able to attain enlightenment in the Pure Land. So this includes all people like you and me. So Amida Buddha made a promise when we say Namo Amida Butsu, when we say I take refuge in the Buddha, that we all come to the Pure Land to attain peace and bliss. So there's a famous scholar, Professor Shigaraki, who said that when we're able to understand Namo Amida Butsu, we can reject all worldly views, and that there's nothing that is absolute or true. So in today's society, people are busy working and trying to make money, in buying material things like clothes and jewelry. But when I think about the epidemic, the coronavirus, I think that has really opened our eyes to see how quickly impermanence can be in our lives. So we realize that things always change, and that we realize that if we pass away, we are unable to take our money, we are unable to take our jewelry, our fame with us if we go to the Pure Land. So it makes us realize how short this life can be. But I hope this makes us realize that we need to live our lives fully, and that we live our life loving people and helping people, and that people love us in return. So the reading from what I read from Shinan Shonin, from Master Zuming, he proclaimed the wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha, and that through Amida Buddha we realize how precious this one life can be, and that we are able to change ourselves and to understand impermanence, to become better people. So just remember what Kula Panthaka learned, and that by taking away the dirt and the dust, we are able to sweep away also our ignorance, our anger, our greed, and we're able to transform ourselves to our way to attain enlightenment in the Pure Land. So that is the meaning of turning bits of rubble into gold. We are turning our ignorance, our anger, into becoming enlightened beings. We are becoming just like the Buddha. So I thank you, all of you, for listening to me, and that please remember April 8th is the day of the birth of the Shakyamuni Buddha, and that this Shakyamuni Buddha, he is one who was able to bring the teachings to all of us here today. So please be safe and sound, and we'll see you again at the temple. Will you please join me in Gassho? This is again the reading from Master Zuming. Not discriminating at all between the poor and the rich and the well-born. Not discriminating between the inferior and the highly gifted. And not choosing the learned and the most upholding the pure precepts, nor rejecting those who break the precepts and those whose evil karma is profound. Solely making beings turn around and abundantly say the Nembutsu, I can make bits of rubble turn into gold. Namu Amida Butsu.
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 Thank you very much.
Thank you.